Hello, and welcome to the 5th of September's daily challenge. For a second there, I thought I was fucked up. We're good. So we're gonna go for this little. Now he makes me feel slow, that guy. So it's gonna have to be. I think I'm gonna go keep it OG, the original dude, the main man. He is going to be the character of the day. So I just had a pretty good warm-up run. Got to the temple area. The dark level was what did me in, unfortunately, because I couldn't see anything. Whoa! Quick double health loss. That is not looking good. Got spidered. So that first health up is going to be incredibly important. Not too good of a start at all. Not good. Ooh, may as well get a bit more money whilst I'm here. I hope I've not missed it. No, there it is. Ooh. So, not a great first level. Lost one net health, as a businessman might say. And yeah, not pleased with that. So, the name of the game is money, of course, on Daily Challenge. So, I'm tempted to get a Mattock. I'm very tempted. Yeah, might do it actually. Just to try and get as much money as possible. Killing stuff does not get you money. Mining beautiful gems does. There we go. Now, when it comes to mining stuff, obviously you've only got a certain number of swipes, really. So I am going to try and avoid anything less than those sort of chunky ore gems. Obviously, this is really going to start coming into its own when I have the, I don't know what it's called, the eye of whatever it is. The thing you get from the key in the chest. Or even the sunglasses if I somehow manage to happen upon those. But until I do, I'm going to stick to just mining those chunky ore seams. So if you look to the right, 3 things, the big ones is what I'm going to go for, not the other ones. No, I was going to try and do a little jump twist to get that one above me, but not happening, and I don't want to waste my swipes. I'm not sure how many you get. I think it must be somewhere in the region of sort of 20, but yeah, again, I'm not too sure. So there is both the chest and the doggy. I just need the key. More ropes, always a bit useful. Some gems and a spooky skeleton. The best gem there is the red, unless you can get diamonds from the ghost. But I don't feel quite that risky today. Now I'm going to just drop this off the edge because I need to move both the chest down and the dog. Oh god, that was a bit close. So the key's down there to the bottom right, and almost in some ways it would be best if I get that as soon as possible. Do I want to go? No, I'm not going to take risks in that regard. Oh, that was stupid, and the dog's going to hit. Bump. Oh dear, that's not too clever. Uh-oh, the dog. Oh god, I thought he was going to get himself blown up there. Really did think he was gonna make a dog's dinner out of that. Get it? Ooh. More bombs is cool with me. Oh, I was hoping that would fall onto the explosives, just because explosives scare me. They just feel like they're going to go off any second. Now we can see, because I've put the key in the chest, I can see lots of gems. Unfortunately, nothing below to mine. There's a spider there that I will bomb to get. Very carefully, however. Just nudge one there. So the pace is always useful. Being very careful to stay away from the spikes. More gems always cool with me. Now I need to go and get the dog. Hopefully, yeah, we should be good. I've got the mitt, so I can throw stuff incredibly far now in a straight line, which is sometimes useful. Sometimes useful. The ghost coming from the left. I need to quickly grab the mattock and get the flippingly flip out of here. 700 for one of those will do me as well. So my health's coming back to 5, is it, or 4? No, on 4, I think, because I left explosives at the start there. I was fully expecting the trader to start flipping his shit out there, and it's somehow being my fault, but I think it seems I've got away with it. That worked out nicely. Now down here is a snake pit, and quite funnily enough, there will always be a pickaxe at the bottom of the snake pit. There's a hell of a lot of boxes, which is quite good. So I can essentially use this one to mine out everything I can right now, always being careful, of course, to never mine below one of those things. So I want to now get the dog out of the way in safety. Make sure that's available, and then I'm going to absolutely spend this pickaxe to get as many gems as possible. But doing it very carefully. Now this is a little common arrangement of these blocks. It's always possible to get to the top, and there's quite often you find there'll be a ladder on one side with one of these little arrow traps. Seems to be a common arrangement. Now as I said, I'm gonna use this pickaxe to try and get as much as I can. Probably gonna be a case of getting up here, like so. Also up here as well, I think, will be good. Oops. I've already got a hell of a lot of money for where I am, and as soon as the ghost appears, I will switch pickaxes. In fact, I might just do it very shortly after I've got this bit of gold here. Ooh, no, doing it right now. So is he coming from the right or left? Right. So 52k from the first 4 levels, which is cool. I've got a reasonable amount of health. I think I'm on 5 now, if I'm right. Yes. So remember, my throws are either completely straight diagonal like that, or they'll be in a straight line right to left because of the mitt thing. Now I'm going to be brutal with frogs in this because they have been ruining me recently. Absolutely destroying me every run, which is not cool because they're not even that bad. Mega frog there. I'm going to bomb him because they always have a few gems on them, and I'm going to leave that for the time being just to check this level to see if there's anything else. Is the skeleton alive? No, it's not. Now he's facing inwards, so I know that I have to hit him, and I think, yes, oh, I hit myself. Almost got him there, almost. I'll do the same with this. This time I'll get out of the way. I thought that was going to hit me as well, to be honest. There we go. Which is not too bad. Not too bad at all. Parachute is sometimes more trouble than it's worth because it forces you to fall slow. So even if you've got the cape, I think it would also work on the backpack as well. it will all still sort of mess you up a bit. Oh, that's not good. Silly, silly, silly way to lose health there. Right, I'm going to leave that area for the time being. I can get to this because I have this and the web gun. Brilliant. The best gun in the game is certainly not the web gun. I'm going to whip around here like Will Smith's daughter. So I've got the dog to pick up, I've got more gems. I completely missed that one there actually. I can get that one and I can get that one. Can I get to the dog? Yes I can. Now I've not seen the black market. There was no flashing of the thing, and I'm pretty sure I explored most of the map, so I think I'm good in that regard. That will fall on him. Oh, we're kind of close, and here it is. Always look out for the little bundle of leaves. Usually very easy to get to. Remember, even if I whip the gold statue, that will trigger that to happen, so always be careful about that. More gems over here, I may as well make the most out of. Kind of left myself a bit stuck in there, but never mind. Ooh. Now I may well use a map, a rope even. I may as well be very careful about that. Gems, get the more money. I've got absolutely tons of money. This is going to be a really good points run, even if I die now. The only thing is I will probably, I think, gamble and try and get to the City of Gold by buying the Ankh, which will obviously take 50k out of my score. So that actually fell right down there, so it's gone. But right, let's keep going. Well, there is also some money to be found on the City of Gold as well. I'll show the black market even. So I'm going to stay out of the way just to make sure there's nothing bad that's going to piss off the trader. I think we're okay. Blow out this toad. That would be useful, I think, later on. Now that toad is a real worry because if that one blew up near the trader, then he would piss the trader off, which we do not want. I also don't want to go up there because it looks a bit dangerous. But as I thought I might, I am going to go for the Ankh. Right, I'm going to go for 1 health. 1 bomb bag. Right, be careful about his bubbles and then knock him out. So as we can see, I've now got the spike boots, so I can drop on anything, kill it 1 hit. Apart from that evil bugger over there, because he never ever dies in 1 hit, unless you throw him on spikes. Or you bomb him, so I guess you can kind of, yeah, fair enough. Right, what I'm going to do is feed him. And throw him the absolute hell away. Now again, these destroy if you go underneath them. Very careful about how I dealt with him. More gold. More gold. And we're out. So I've got the Ankh, I've got 57k, not too bad money really, considering I've just spent a lot of it. And we are moving rapidly on. Oh, I didn't think about that. Alright, that means I didn't have to use a rope there, which is kind of useful. There was a skeleton in that, so it's a good job I fell on its head. I'm going to put the dog down, because he will always walk to the direction you put him in, so sometimes you can sort of do stuff like this. And he's ruined anyway. I've got 5 health anyway, so I'm not too bothered. I need to be very careful about how I go about this. Alright, so he's out, he's on the way. Got a little bit more money. Fall on him. Get the hell out of there. Some more dosh. Got a feeling a frog will fall from above fairly soon. Yep. Get rid of that. Get a little bit more money. The skeleton's not alive, we can see. And let's keep going on. So is this ice level? Yes it is. So more money. You can always usually get quite a bit of money here as well. So I need to start sacrificing these guys if I can, because sacrifice a certain number of that was scary. A certain number of enemies' health basically. So one of those will start with 1. No, so start with 2, I think they've got health. So every time I kill one, I get 1 point towards the gods or whatever. Kali, I think it's called. And so, for instance, putting a dog or the damsel or whatever you want to call it, that will net me. Gotta be careful with those as well. Make sure you're not underneath it at all. Ooh, good job I had that actually. For some reason I thought I had the cape. So the dog's down there, which I can tunnel to. Actually, I don't even need to tunnel to it. Probably a bit too risky doing that, but what can I say? I'm a risky guy. Okay, a little bit too risky maybe. Didn't get the gem, never mind. Get that, because every little helps. For some reason I'm in the mindset that I think I have a cape and I keep sort of pressing jump again to glide, but yeah, certainly do not have a cape. Right, I'm gonna be careful. So I can die on this level, because I can see this, means that dying is no issue, and in fact I have to die at the end of it to get the item which will allow me to go to the secret area. Often angered Kali, so loads of spiders have appeared because that happened to fall on the altar, which is annoying because it's had some yetis down there I could have used as well. So I have to make sure that I don't piss off Kali anymore, because if I do, I won't be able to get, oh no, I will get a ball and chains around me, and also it seems there's nothing else to get really, so I may as well die. The Ankh saves me and it puts me in the middle of this. Make sure you don't press right button straight away, go back to 4 health, and now that drops on me, top left corner I've got the gold helmet thing, whatever it is, which allows me to get into the secret city of gold in the temple, assuming I can get that far. back here. Explosions straight away. So I know, oh, the penguin triggers the mines as well, which is sort of useful in some ways, I guess. Put that down, see if there's more money. 150, and the money scales the further into the game you go, so that would be worth, I think, 500 in the first area, but now we can see it's worth a stonking 1,500, I think it was. I'll be very, very careful. Now that can get me there, so I don't have to use a rope. And that's really, I'm good to go. I guess I'll have a little look for the dog, just in case it's nearby. Oop, that's a little bit close. If that mammoth had frozen me and something else had hit me, I would have been in a frozen block and died straight away. So it's a good job, really, that it didn't. Right, go back to full health, which I would have finished on anyway, really. But you know, you've got to take the risks, try and improve your health. Feels like Forces of Delight. There's going to be loads of explosive stuff, and there's going to be, I think there'll be the starship thing in the middle. Not too sure. Right, land on him. Get the dog. Trigger that. Just get out of the way. Get him out of the way as well. Get that, and let's carry on. So is this the fourth or the oh, so I'm into here, into the temple. Quite a big score, decent amount of health. Now is the time to be very, very careful. So those guys will shoot loads of bugs at you, so you can't stay in front of them. They'll keep doing it. Some of them got an angle, see that one there? Got it up the top. Gotta be careful. So I don't have to go past him, which is good, so I won't. I'm not going to go for more health because I'm going to just try and keep my score up and assume that I won't fuck up. So that thing is triggered because the spider's gone down there and the arrow's come through. I need to be very careful for the blocks, so these things basically. So you want to trigger them and jump past them like I just did there. That guy up there is a like a sort of crocodile man, and he will teleport out around like an absolute motherfucker, so you don't want to trigger him if you can. Now 2,600 for a stack of gold is really good, so that's why. Oh god, that was close. So I'm going to try and avoid him. I'm going to blow those guys up just because. Oh god, so these have got a Yeti throw to them. No! Blew up straight away. That is a nightmare. I was doing quite well there. I should have done better, really. Sometimes you can just jump on those guys' head and they will die, but not enough. Not good enough, I'm afraid. But not too bad a run. Got to the temple, which was not too bad. Okay score. Probably the best I've had so far from my previous dailies. Everything's been around 50k. But today we got a stunning, beautiful 122. Not too bad. So there you go. Tune in tomorrow for more daily challenges.